welcome to the live stream. Hope everyone's having a good day. Today is hopefully the final day for our little Pong game. Finally getting over this because it is, it's gone quite a long way. I think I have decided I'm not gonna remake it because I think at this point I can troubleshoot it enough where I practically know now how to do it, right? Like at this point it's muscle memory. So ideally when I start making the next project, it shouldn't really be that much of a problem. But we'll see. So for now, I need to implement, I believe, the rematch system. Oh wait, I need to prepare these things. I need to open my Obsidian actually. So you know what? I'm just gonna use a daily note because I can't be asked. We'll be making, at least for the Pong game. For the Pong game, we need ready, set, go after both players are ready, and wait for 1 second before should we do that, or is it like just immediately? I think we'll just do it immediately when both of them are ready. I think that's fine. So ready, set, go on both players when they're ready, and then setting up the scoring system, the win screen, and rematch functionality. Finally, when disconnection handling. So when the player disconnects, the whole match forfeits. It goes back to server screen, and you just now have to do it all over again. Ideally, scores should reset. For ready, set, go, is there any other details I need to put in here? After both players are ready. Not really. Setting up the scoring system. Let's make sure that I remember up to 3 points per player. And win screen and rematch functionality does not go back to lobby. There we go. I think these will be our goals for the Pong game. I'm also gonna write down what I would want to do for the chat. So for the chat, I actually have a few exciting things implemented. For one, I obviously want this to be hosted in a headless server. I also want to try the ngrok method, potentially. I want to see if it actually works. If it doesn't work, then, I mean, we tried it, but I want to see if it works. I highly doubt it's gonna work, because I think it just doesn't work that way. You do need an actual IP address. So I think the first, actually, you know what, never mind. Let's not do the ngrok. I think what I'll do, because like I saw a multiplayer tutorial that that allowed people to just sort of use the IP that they own. I don't know if they still have it open, but from what I knew, it was like Finepoint, CGI, and Curtis.js. So IPs maybe. We'll see if we can do that. I also have seen that when you're hosting on your own server, you can run it through argument flags. So you can have like server or something like that. Hi, Bal Mason. Welcome back. You can do something like that for the headless server. And then for the final part, this is actually the part that I'm slightly interested if I can get it implemented. I downloaded this list. Now, Bal Mason, since you are young, I'm not going to show you the list. But apparently, there is just a GitHub repository where it has a list of bad words, basically. And I want to see if I can use that as a reference so that if potentially you say a bad word, that it will censor it in the chat before sending it to the clients. I want to be able to do that and see if I can, if it can work. If I can make that work, then that'll be pretty dope. Well, I guess Twitch doesn't. See, I'm already better than Twitch. Twitch doesn't have a moderator. Actually, they have. I just have it turned off. But see, my app will never allow you to do that. Okay, it'll never allow you to do that. I also think it will be like total censor, meaning that if you say like one bad word in the entire sentence, it will just censor your entire sentence, which makes sense in my head. I think it'll probably be fine. I also, this is more of like an optional thing, so I'll put optional. Add a show message button. Potentially. So like, if you see a censored message, you can have an option at the very like right-hand side where it allows you to show the message. Like, potentially. Like, that could be a thing that I can implement. Other than that, I think we're good. And these are the goals for, I guess, today. I also decided to stream earlier today, if you haven't noticed, because I've decided that streaming until 10 o'clock wasn't exactly a great idea. A, because my energy is completely off. B, because I have other stuff to do. And C, I really don't think streaming at 10 o'clock is just a very good time to do it. Just in my current situation. I said something really bad. Automod sucks. I don't know if my automod is like actually set up, or is it like automatically set up when you have like a Twitch stream. But I haven't touched any moderation settings because I didn't really need to. But this one will automatically have it built in. So we'll see how that goes. Anyways, let's go ahead and finish the freaking Pong game. This is the state that we were at. Of course, the Lemon Pong game. Currently, there's already a few problems that we have. For one, the ball is already moving, which is obviously not good. But secondly, the ready doesn't really do anything, and also their buttons are pretty much, just there. Probably not ideal. I also, I think I'll just change the text when it updates the ready. Yeah. Hmm. Let's see. If visible or that doesn't really make sense now, does it? Yeah. Hmm. How do I make the button update? Because I want the button to say not ready. Lobby ready 1. Oh, okay. I can do like a. Oh, it's already checking it. Not server. So if it's a client. Wait. What? Not ready button, that one is easy. With 2 minutes of coding, you can make a button, and once pressed, it'll make you ready or not ready. I'm so smart. I was thinking that it would be that easy. Is it really? Actually, yeah, I think you're right. Because I implemented it on the first attempt. And I was like, how did I do it on the first attempt? And I don't want to look at the first attempt. I want to try and figure it out myself. And yeah, I think you're right. I think it's literally, I just put ready, lobby ready button. If the text says ready, I think you're actually right. I think this is how I implemented it, because it doesn't actually need to be server side, it just is client side. Maybe you are smart. And then here. There we go. That makes sense. I'm not smart, I'm not. True. I haven't been in a mall in a bit. Mainly because I didn't really need to buy anything. I never really called it a mart. Like, do you guys call it a supermart or something? I don't think someone ever calls it a mart. If you call it a mart, you sound like a old-timey person. Oh, that's the exact opposite. If lobby text is... Wait. Huh? If lobby text button is equals to ready, set it to not ready. Yeah. What? Wait, I'm confused. How does that not work? What? It says ready. Am I losing my mind? It says ready, right? Walnut. Yeah, we call it that in the South. Does South Australia and North Australia have like different ways of saying things? Because I know you guys say like Maccers or something, right? Maccers is like McDonald's. What else Australian lingo do I know? You know, Crocs is like, that's fine. That's like, I think you guys call Crocs like the regular Crocs, but Trongs? What's Trongs? Trongs. It sounds like a fancy tongs, like something you use in the kitchen. Trongs. What are Trongs? Lobby ready button. Ready. Set to not ready. Am I crazy? Am I going nuts? Am I actually going nuts? Thongs? Oh, that's an Australian word? No way. It's a Germanic word. Okay. The things you put on your shoe. Oh! I thought like actual songs. The things you put in your shoe? Like a sole pad or something? Like to soften the shoe? I've never heard it. I mean that's fair, right? Like I mean it's a slang thing. Thongs. Dang, dude. I'm really trying. I cannot remember any of like the Australianisms that I like learned from like a random ass video. Okay, my dog is uh doing something. All right. Hang on, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Oh, flip flops. Oh, I thought it was like something like you put in your shoe. Oh, it's a put the thing you put on your shoe. Yeah, I got confused because I thought it's like the sole pad or something. The flip flops. You guys call flip flops? We call them sandals. And in Tagalog, we call that chinelas. Which is, I don't know why it's so long, but hey, we call it that. Let's try this. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work, but we'll see. Yep, that's not gonna work. Why is that like that? I call it thongs. That's crazy. Is that like a South Australianism where it's like it's only in South Australia or in North Australia or well, is that like very regional or is that more of just like a no, all Australians kind of just say it? Because the hard part with like regional dialects or something is that you actually don't know if you're the only one saying it or if everyone else is saying it. Like it's very difficult to tell. Because sometimes there would just be like times where like, oh yeah, no, everybody says this, but like actually only like your family only says it, or your like I don't know, like close group only says it. It's very difficult to actually have a objective truth to that. We all have songs. All the Aussies. Ah, interesting. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with me currently. I cannot seem to get this to work. I don't know why. This is like the most like from how you stated this problem because I genuinely actually believe that this is how you're supposed to solve it. For some reason I'm having the hardest time trying to make this work. Why does it work backwards? That's not real, man. Why is that backwards? Why is that backwards? Just be ready. Like SpongeBob, man. Why is it like this, man? Like it says ready. Am I crazy or is it like not fully like it is fully capped? Oh, do you want me to do that? Is that the difference? There's a line break? Oh, really? Oh, Godot, you're gonna look at my face and you're gonna tell me that this is not the same as this. I am actually losing my mind. I'm crashing out right now. That's crazy, dude. You've gotta be kidding me. This was the problem. I had a line break. Oh my gosh. I'm actually gonna crash out. Okay. Let's see. An enter. Literally that broke my entire script, or this at least. My enter button isn't working. Man, I already have like a backup keyboard because the worst keyboard like not working part right now is the fact that my laptop keyboard is broken. My A key is just not functional. And that sucks because I know that in order to replace a laptop keyboard, it is like completely disassembling the laptop, which is insane. I don't know why they designed it like that, where you need to do that, but it's so annoying to have to disassemble the entire laptop just to get to the keyboard. Hang on, I gotta cough real quick. My enter button isn't working. Enter. Yeah, it isn't working. Wait. Hang on a second. What if I actually press the enter button instead of writing enter? I believe isn't it like control enter for like sending a Twitch message, or is it just enter? Because I've never really used a line break when I'm like talking to a streamer, so I don't think you actually can do a line break. Just enter? Oh, okay. Because I thought you needed to do control enter. I haven't actually like fully observed it. The joke was enter. Yes. Imagine having to type enter at the very end of your message just to send the message. It's like saying over when you're on the walkie-talkie. Okay, I think we can now do this. I guess at this point it becomes visible if both of these guys are visible and is visible. I'm reporting the streamer not coding. You haven't coded in 5 seconds. Please leave the software and game development category. I remember I streamed an entire development stream on the Minecraft category. I just forgot because I was playing Minecraft on the other stream, and then the next stream I started working on something, and then I looked at my category. I was like 2 hours in, and it was Minecraft. Luckily, I mean, I'm small enough that nobody even gives a shit, but it's just really funny that, like, is categories really, like, necessary, honestly? Like, at a certain point, it's like, theoretically, I could put this in Euro Truck Simulator category, and nobody would really bat an eye. That's kind of the thing. I don't really think anybody cares. Let's do lobby hide. Do that there. Also, by the way, have you started working on your Roblox game? Because the viewer wants to watch the thing that they want to watch. Fair, fair. Getting clickbaited into a Godot development stream. Probably not the best idea. Not one bit. That's fine. Haven't even thought of it. That's fair. That's fair. You definitely do get this like high when you're talking to someone who's working on something, and then they're like, "All right, how am I gonna work on it now? Maybe later." You definitely are having that that like feeling, because I had that feeling when I was like when I watched Godot streamers, and I was like, "I'm gonna work on this. Hell yeah. Maybe next time." You just sort of temper back, you know? It's fine. Lobby hide, and then the timer starts. I think we'll test one at a time, right? Let's test one at a time. I know it's gonna be slow, but whatever, right? So ready. There we go. So it starts. let's do the play match. So we'll do control, match screen. We'll do the title. Yeah, I got some water. Hang on. Do I have water? Shucks. I don't got water. I don't got the water in my jug. Will there be different game modes? Unfortunately, I don't think I'm gonna be turning this into like an actual full game. Water game mode, no fodder game mode, upside down game mode, game mode. I tried game mode. Like, I think this is kind of the beauty when it comes to working on projects like these. You do kind of just have to get used to making the thing, finishing the thing, and then moving on. If you have like a, I don't know, like a, it's not really an objective thing. If you have a feeling that you want to work on it, then I think I would. For now, I'm not really feeling a multiplayer like project, you know? Like I enjoyed learning this. Am I actually gonna like work on a multiplayer game? I don't know. Right? I feel like I'm not at that stage yet that I feel like, oh, this is perfect for me. I like this. Right now it's more just like it's interesting. I'm very happy that I did this journey, but it's not something that I will most likely use for a long time. It's just now fun that I can now say, hey, I can actually do multiplayer in Godot. That's like pretty sick. But that's it. Let me hide the ball first. I'm gonna have this here. And then there. You helped? Well, technically you are. You're definitely keeping me entertained. Because oftentimes when I just don't have anything, like, on stream, I typically just become as quiet as possible. I actually don't talk this much when I just work. I typically just focus, do the thing, and then, you know, just be happy silently. But I also talk a lot, so that helps. It helps being a streamer, and just talking to yourself is just a thing you can do. Let's make this unique. And then when I send the first message, I talk to the streamer for like an hour. I don't know if there's like a very weird dynamic when you're talking to a small streamer, because since you've established a connection, like at least in the digital sense, right? You've established a connection with the person, you're talking to the person who is real, then there is a very weird sense that like, oh, I need to stick around for a little bit, right? I need to stay for like a little bit. Like I think it's almost like a minimum of like maybe like 10 minutes. If 10 minutes nothing interesting is happening or it's just boring me, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna say that I'm gonna head out, or I'm gonna look for other streamers, and then that's it. But for some reason there's this weird feeling that I get that like, yeah, I need to wait, obviously, right? I need to wait for like at least 10 minutes. Because it's rude if you just say hello and then you don't enjoy the stream and then you just leave. Because what if he says like, "So, how's your day?" and then he just is talking to nobody? Like that's rude. I don't know. I don't know why. I feel guilty when I like uh when I don't stick around in the stream for long for at least a while, and I need to like stick around for a little bit. I've met some people on here. XKD2, Speedmobile, Drilled, and Mama Bisan. Are they all developers, or are they just like, you know, an assortment? Like they're gamers, they're developers, whatever and on. What are they? New player one. There we go. I like this naming convention, I'm not gonna lie. The ability to just automatically have two if I put the number at the end. I think I'll keep that for future projects. I'll make sure to do that again. There we go. Two of them are coders. One of them is a Minecraft player. One of them is an artist. And you. Me. Wow. What did the other guys code with? The ping pong lemon guy. True. I'm that. I like if I die, you put that in my gravestone. The ping pong lemon guy. You know, he made a pretty interesting game, I guess. That's that's his legacy to the world. Okay, I think we should be good. I also just realized why the velocity may not be changing. I think I need to send an update, an RPC update on both the balls. I think that's why it wasn't working. Is making the API thingy? Dang, fancy stuff. I don't know anything about API things. No clue. Nada. Zilch. Let's do a timer here instead so it's easier to visualize. I want to see everything on the scene tree. Match start. Let's do like... Okay, let's do 1 second so that every... How do I want to do this? I guess like the way I want to, I'll just have like a pre-made animation. So I'll just put like an animation player on it. And then animation new, match start. We'll do 3. Creating a dark humor 2D story dark and white game? Wow. Reminds me of like who's the guy who made Choo Choo Charles? He made like another game like earlier into his career. Apparently he's now making like a prison what is it? A prison royale, battle royale, or like a... What was the game that like a lot of old Minecrafters like used to play? Cops and Robbers or something? Dang, I don't even think you would know what Cops and Robbers are. That's crazy. It's crazy that when I said that, you probably are like, what? Holy, I'm so cooked. Back in my day, Minecraft had these things called role players. They used to do this thing where they would role play and they would become like a cop or a robber, and then they would make jokes. I know what Cops and Robbers are. Okay, thank goodness. Because I thought I was like, yep, that's like lost media. You're just not gonna understand. You're just not gonna understand what I'm saying. It's still a thing. Well, the roleplay now is different. It's like more of like acting, right? Because back in the day, when you said roleplay, it's literally just oh, I'm a cop, but I'm still me. I still act like me in the video. You don't actually act like a cop. You don't have lines, you don't have to memorize anything. Now it's different. Now it's like a full on production. You need to memorize your lines, you need to memorize like all this stuff. Uh there's still like some Minecraft YouTubers that still do like traditional roleplay, quote unquote, where like Hermitcraft, for example, they're now doing more of this like, like they have like an overarching story, and then they try to build on top of that by sort of role playing and then doing wacky stories. But from what I saw, like briefly of like the Minecraft sphere, a lot of the role playing stuff now is like specific situations that they act out, right? Like something like this happened, something like that. I did this thing. Like it's usually that now. It's never like an improv sort of situation. But who knows? Maybe I'm wrong, right? Maybe they do actually still do it. And I'm just ignorant. Let's do. Is there visibility? Yeah, there is. I love the animation player in Godot, honestly. It's one of the best things that Godot has, honestly. I remember when I figured out what an animation player is, my mind was blown. I was like, you can animate everything? It's crazy. 2-star? Oh, right. Choo Choo Chars. There we go. A cuff bust. Or Cops and Robbers thingy. Yeah, exactly. I saw it from, not, is it the Game Awards where I saw it? No, is it the Game Awards? I actually don't remember if it was on Game Awards. I don't really watch the Game Awards on its own. Uh, so I just kind of like digest from, I don't know, what people talked about. All I know is apparently it was really rough for the indies. I don't watch the Game Awards, yeah. Because it from the Game Awards. It doesn't really feel like for game developers or for the gamers. It's more just like, look at this ad. Like, it is what it is. Like, I get it. It still is an opportunity for game developers to like show their stuff. It's just kind of unfortunate that it's devolved into this. Like, they deserve better, you know? I don't think I need the match title. We'll just do animation player. And then match. Again, using a naming convention always helps. As long as you stick to it. We go here. So now we get this screen after, and then we play the animation player. Play, match start. Let's also have the ball visible. Let's have this. So I update the ball's position, and then I also want to show that as well. Actually, I want to see first before I hide the ball. I want to see if it actually even works. So if I okay, I forgot that my play screen is there. So if I do ready and then ready. Oh, it does. So it does need to be an RPC call for it to stop moving. Oh, that's interesting. Because I was trying to figure out like, do I actually need to send this as an RPC call? You'd have to. So that's why the some of this stuff wasn't working. It was because it needed to be an RPC call. Oh. I tried for real. A quirky streamer for wild coding streams set out to build the weirdest game yet. Lemon Ping Pong. Armed with coffee, chaotic energy, and a green screen. They coded for 12 straight hours. In the game, the players bounce squishy lemons instead of balls, dodging flying citrus wedges and exploding juicers. That is a description. Fans flooded the chat with lemons emojis, cheering each bug fix like a boss fight. When the game finally launched, it crashed, but it had hilarious slow motion. I tried for real, just laughed and saying, "Lemonade takes patience." It went viral overnight. Bro. Is it does Twitch have that as like a Twitch AI summary, or is that just like you inputted it into ChatGPT? You did put it onto ChatGPT. Because like I remember apparently YouTube had that function where like the stream will get summarized by AI, like Gemini on YouTube, and it would say some wild stuff. It would say stuff like I believe in a Ludwig stream, they were talking about hot dogs, and the AI thought that Ludwig is contemplating about eating dogs. Like, it completely like ruined the context of what they were actually talking about because the AI doesn't know. The AI doesn't know actually what's happening. It tries to figure it out, but man, if only it was that complicated that we have exploding juicers and flying citrus wedges. You have to add everything listed in this story, like explicitly. Like you explicitly told it that, oh, it's gonna crash. Oh, there's lemon emojis. I thought it came up with that on its own because, you know, AI can be pretty creative at times. Like in terms of just in randomness, total randomness. Create a story about a streamer named I Tried For Real that created a lemon ping pong game. 50 to 100 word story. Wow. Okay, so you really let it go off the rails. Okay, yeah. Fair, fair. What was I doing? Right, I need to disable the move and slide while it's doing this. Okay. You have to add the chaotic energy now. Hang on, I have the perfect one. Uh I got the perfect solution. Hold, hold, hold. Well, exploding juicers, I don't know if I can do that, but I may have the solution. You can't just paste images? Oh my goodness. Okay. Come on. Are you kidding me? You can't drop stuff down. I'm losing my mind. Okay. Please just open. I beg of you to just open. You're kidding. It's not working? There it is. Now you can be entertained. This is the chaotic energy. Now I have unlimited attention span. There we go. It works. I can't believe it. Now that we have a moving variable, I think we can just go. Actually, can I just add it to the ball, maybe? Theoretically, I can. Yeah, I could do it like an export. Why the hell is this working? All I need now is like some Subway Surfers and Family Guy. Now it will really amp up the quality of this stream. Let's do it on 2. Add Family Guy. I love Family Guy. It's the best series in the planet. I wonder, like, how many episodes are there of Family Guy? Like, legitimately. I feel like they've made so many at this point. It's, like, insane. Like, I don't know how they've made that many. Let's see. I think this would work. Pretty much, yeah. It'll just keep the ball steady. Well, and never mind. I guess it's still gonna move. I thought it was gonna stop moving, but what are you talking about? Why is it still? Oh, do I have it on this track as reset? You've got to be kidding me. Okay, this is the one thing that I don't understand from the animation flare. Why is it having that reset thing? What is that? Like, I've never understood that. $441 episodes. Just let it die. Like, honestly, come on, guys. There we go. Look at that. We got a functional match system. Now we just need to add scoring. 441 episodes. How many are SpongeBob episodes? Like, even the new ones. Let's count the new ones. How many are there for SpongeBob? Like, 400 is insane. I also love how I just turned you now into ChatGPT. Things that I could have probably just searched up. I'm like, Jarvis, how many episodes are there of SpongeBob? Oh, I'm bad. 300? 300 episodes? Wait, that's actually a lot more than I thought. I thought it was gonna be like closer to 150 or something. I underestimated how many episodes are there. I think it's because I only remember the good episodes in SpongeBob, and there's only like a bit. There's like a few episodes, and I'm just like peak. That is peak SpongeBob episodes. Everything else is more just like, yeah, I don't really know. I don't really know any of the other episodes, really. I thought they had like 700. Really? Because like I knew they kept going because I saw on Netflix like they had like way more seasons than I thought they had, but I didn't know that it was that many. Because like the ones that I remember are like the good ones, like when when Gary went missing, or like when Plankton found out that the secret formula was plankton. You know, like the classics, right? I only really remember the classics. I don't actually remember any of like the new ones. I tried watching the new ones, and honestly, I just didn't like it. I don't know, something about it I just didn't like. A Family Guy, ChatGPT. I was like, hang on, before I'll wait. Hang on, messages to go through, and then I'll read it. For now, let me see if I can implement this. Right, I need like a visibility notifier. Here, screen exited. Ball. There we go. This is, man. To be fair, like the Family Guy episodes are quite long, so makes sense. I was like, Act 2. Goodness me. Is the dog finding something again in the gate? Hmm. I think we'll do an RPC. Reset. Position RPC. Something like this. Because now that I know that it needs to be an RPC, it's like, oh, that makes sense. There we go. Oh, shucks, I can't scroll down in the restream. Hang on. I need to go back to the other one. Title, Quahogged Down. Peter's business empire. Oh, okay. Peter gets inspired after watching a documentary about successful entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. Convince him he's a genius visionary. Launches Griffin Global, a vague company that does everything. Peter's pitch to investors. Cutaway. Peter in a suit before a crowd. Imagine Uber, but for emotions. You feel sad? We send a happy guy to your house to slap you. That's innovation. Investors clap slowly as if understanding nothing. He recruits Cleveland, Joe, and Quagmire as executives, assigning roles based on a dartboard. Quagmire becomes CFO, but misunderstands just starts stealing money. Peter's wild idea include a drone that drops cheeseburgers in traffic jams, toilets that talk back like Alexa. No, you flush me. A dating app for raccoons. Okay, so that was that was the entire episode. I'm not gonna. It's bad that it's actually not that impossible. It's actually a bad sign that that plot sounds plausible. That's bad, dude. That is actually bad. One of the parts are getting checked by a mod. Oh, are they? Is it getting auto-modded or something? Oh wait, wait! I completely missed a few episodes. What? Oh, I'm so confused. Oh my gosh, what is this? Bro, okay, so it completely removed the Act 2 from the from my screen. So I actually can't read besides okay, Act 2, Stewie's cultural exchange, enters Cultural Unity Day, impersonate a Swedish child named Bjorn, cultural liaison. You can't pretend to be from Sweden. IKEA did it for years. They just wanted to the love for my meatballs. Wears a lederhosen. Stewie teaches kids fake Swedish phrases like "Morgenslag," which means "I love pancakes." Eventually, they got caught by a suspicious Scandinavian teacher who reveals his actual form, actually from New Jersey. Stewie is forced to apologize, doubles down, and announces he's now the Icelandic prince. The family sits on the couch. Well, I guess I'm not a business genius. I suppose I'll never be a true European royalty. Cutaway. Peter's trying one last business idea. OnlyFans, a dessert delivery app. Quagmire mishears and gets excited for the wrong reason. Oh man. Yeah, it's really bad that like it's possible that this is a Family Guy plot. Like that's actually pretty bad. It removed Act 3. I'm not gonna lie, when it starts saying OnlyFlans, I think that is when you know that like, okay, Automod finally kicked in. It probably was like, all right, I know where this is going. Get this out of here. Maybe. Also, I think I have like a pretty solid policy when it comes to who can be a moderator for my chat. As long as you're the same age as me or older. That's a pretty solid filter. Like if you're the same age as me or older, I think it's pretty easy to be to rule out other people. So yeah. No. That's fine. Also, look, uh as someone who assigned mods back in the day when I used to stream, I'm gonna talk to you. Only fair. You know what? Fair is fair. I remember when I had moderators. It was most of the time they didn't actually like do the moderating role, or they just didn't want it after like a while because they were like, dude, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do especially because back in the day, brother, I had a Discord server. The just the sheer stupidity of me having a Discord server for like a community of like, I would say like 50 people max. It already went off the rails, right? It was like not a good idea. So in the end, I think it was more just like, well, you know, as long as I can manage the chat by hand manually, I think I don't really need a moderator. It's only until I get to like, I think I'll say if I get to 50 people, if I get 50 people concurrent, that's when I start considering actually like looking for a moderator. Because at that point, it's like really hard to keep up with all the messages. So it's easier to just probably have someone else do it. And also I want to like potentially pay them. Like if they're going to be watching my dumbass face or listening to my dumbass voice, they probably should be compensated doing basically janitorial work. So they most likely needed to be compensated. So I need to ensure that I have the money to do that. I said something bad. Automod is back. Hey, I mean, sometimes it works. Apparently, what do you call it? Roblox. Their filter is not like a static filter. It's a dynamic filter. So it tries to guess if your word is bad. It probably does have like a static database of like, here are bad words. Censor these bad words. But like, apparently it's supposed to detect how bad the word is. And that's why oftentimes, sometimes Roblox will just censor something that is like, wait, that is not, that's not a bad word. Like it would just sort of censor a word because it thinks that it's a bad word. It's a very strange filter. I'm sure they have their reasons. I'm just like, well, why can't you just have like a solid list of words? Like that feels like it makes sense, right? It also, you know, unironically became now like a meme because now instead of killing someone, you unalive someone, which I feel like is like worse. If you say unalive someone, it feels like you're trying to do it in a mocking way, which makes it worse. So I don't know if what Roblox did for that was actually a net benefit. Because now people are just finding more creative ways of violence, which I mean, what are you gonna do, right? It's just kids, but goodness gracious. I think we'll do a well, all right, we'll do animation player. Whoops. Match animation player. Start. There we go. I think that should be good. So it plays that. All right, I need to also set the speed. I forgot. Speed is back. Let's do 50 again, just for testing purposes. I do need to amp that up at some point to like 150 or something so that it's actually a reasonable speed. Let's do a host. Join. Ready. It goes out screen. And then it will reset, do the match on both screens, ideally. There we go. Nice. So now we have a reset so that every time someone loses, it will go back to that and then it will do the scoring. Awesome. So now we can do scoring. We'll do if direction x equals to -1 or 1, player score 1. Text. There we go. Have you heard of Grow a Garden on Roblox? Grow a Garden. Is that like a simulator? Where you just like simulate growing a garden? What's it about? Does it have anything else on it? No constructors of int matches the signature label. Oh, text. There you go. Grow a garden. Fair enough. There we go. It has the world record for most players playing at a time. Dude, I gotta make a grow a garden. I gotta make a clone now. 12 million people love digital gardening. That's crazy. There's gotta be something in it. Is there like some sort of microtransaction thingy, or is it like just a pure Roblox experience where it's like actually it doesn't have anything? No, that's crazy. And also amazing. Hey, look at that. A game that doesn't, yeah, a game that doesn't just try and steal money from you actually becomes a popular game. Who knew? Who knew? That's awesome. We love to see it. The ready function. Just also hide all of this stuff. Yeah. one Roblox game beat Fortnite. How many players does Fortnite still have? I'm assuming that it's still pretty big, but never like not in the scale that it was. You know, like I remember I had a coworker who still plays Fortnite. Like she literally would contact me on Discord and go, "Do you want to play Fortnite?" I'm like, "Sure, I guess." uh, and she's like cracked at it too. She's like actually really good at Fortnite, and I sucked at it. To be fair, it was on her servers. Okay, it was on her turf, and we live very far away from each other, so it makes sense. I suck because of the lag, clearly, not because I'm bad at the game. Fortnite is ass. I actually think it's pretty fun. Like when I played it, at least it was actually pretty fun. Uh, the only thing that I didn't think was too fun was that it kind of got a bit too lost in the sauce, because there's so many items and so many things that it didn't really feel like, because when I used to play like battle royales, the battle royale standard was like PUBG. I played like PUBG Mobile, and you know, there's like almost like an expectation for battle royales. It's like, okay, everyone's playing on an even playing field. Everyone generally knows what each item does. You know, there's a few rare items. In Fortnite, it kind of went out the window, because it's like now you have like these Attack on Titan swinging a bits. There's like these samurai swords that like allow you to travel, like to dash. Like there's like bubbles that you can do where it's like a shield around you. Like there's so many items now in Fortnite that unless you're keeping up, you have no idea what to do. You're just completely lost. Because PUBG, at least you can pick it up generally intuitively. For Fortnite, it almost feels like I need to catch up every single time in order to understand what's happening. So that's kind of why I didn't really vibe with Fortnite as much. I like the more like, I don't know, just stable battle royale experience. With that said, I never really touched any other like FPS games beside that. I'm more of like a League of Legends guy, which is worse, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we have everything set up. I think we just need a we actually just need a win condition now. So I think we can do that. We'll just put it straight in here. If uh int is more than 2, or we'll do 2 is more than 2, else do this. I can smell chicken and rice. We had pork stew today. Gonna have some chicken and rice. Eat well, man. Enjoy. Let's see. I think I'll just have the end screen open, honestly. Oh, you're staying? Okay, okay. Because usually when I eat, it's like, oh, okay, well, I go out and then I just, maybe sometimes I have my headphones in, but typically I kind of just eat in silence. I don't really know why. I just kind of do. I like the silence. Let's do a rematch screen. So now we have everything good. Let's do uh under control node. End screen. Let's do a color rect. There we go. Let's put down the line spacing. Let's also increase this a bit more, so it's a bit easier to see. Not gonna lie, that didn't really help, but sure. Maybe if I like, can I? Oh, I can't change the letter spacing on. Okay, whatever. I thought I could change the amount of space per letter. I guess that's not a thing you can do. I thought that was. Make this darker, like, so I can just see what I'm doing. And then we'll do a button. That's a rematch button. There we go. I'll just label it as button, that's fine. So now we have the we will just set that up now. Don't need the color rect. And rematch. Actually, I don't also need the rematch button. You don't have to have that there. It's just the end screen. Show. And then title, text. And then we need do player one. If else player two username. Nice. Ideally, this should just work. But I have no idea. There we go. Okay. What? Oh, okay. That was just a weird error. It's still bugging me that I still have this one error that I can't remove. I just don't know what this does, man. It's... Maybe I can remove it by, like, adding a get node or null function, but it's... I feel like it's a lost hope at this point. Also, you know what? I'm not gonna hide the ball. I think the ball can be fine on its own. Just visible at all times. Should be fine. And then the rematch button. Will most likely just be called back here, yeah. On rematch pressed. We'll just do same procedure when it's ready, which is this. Let's do world. Match animation player. Ball dot position. Rematch pressed. Rematch pressed. And then what? Okay. Why am I like slow today? There we go. End screen. I'm like, my brain is like having such a hard time catching up with like what is happening on my screen. It's like, brother, just brain, just work. What are you doing? Rematch, ball, moving falls. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, let's see if this works. I forgot that that's supposed to be hidden. Hidden. There we go. Host, join. Let's do client. Host. Ooh, they're not setting the usernames. I need to do that. Let's just move out of the way and then see how this is gonna go. So it goes away. Ready, set, go. Ooh, wait a second. It added 2. The dog. Yeah, I don't know what the dog is doing. Client 1, there it is! So the name does change. That's cool. I do need to just update the names of the players. But we're good. There is ready. Update ready. Okay, there it is. Match player username. Text is equals to player info, player 1, username, two, username. Okay. Let's also try and fix the doubling score thing. How do I send a message? Like on Twitch or what are you talking about? On Twitch. I don't know, man. I got no clue. I'm sorry I can't help you on that department. Score direction. I think what it's doing is that it's like resending the score back. I have an idea. If I do like remote, is that gonna work? Or like if I do RPC ID 1, so what this would do is that it would only go to 1, and then I sync the match scores by synchronizer. Is that a good idea? Or is that a terrible idea? I can't tell. Hello, Wine Scott. Goodbye, Wine Scott. Another bot. Holy fake. YouTube doesn't have that many live bot, it seems. It seems like I often get bots from Twitch from all places. I don't know why. Maybe it's because like, oh, it's a live platform, so most likely they want bots in there, but it's very strange. Also, I know that people have their reasons, but like, who buys bots for viewers? Like, genuinely speaking, why? Like, why do you need to buy viewers? That seems like I've never understood why people would buy viewers. It's a very odd thing. At least to me. I never understood it. Okay, let's see if this works, right? So if I... There we go. Makes sense. Dang, it still does 2. I don't know why. Why does it still do 2? Why does it still do 2? My typing is weird. I go across the keys instead of tapping. Across. Wait, what? Across? What does that mean? Like, you type like as if it's a piano? Like, what do you mean by across? I'm a little confused with that description. Like, oh, maybe I just need to put this instead of an RPC call. Just do this. Maybe. Something like this. Like a piano? I mean, I guess people do use the keyboard like a piano. I'm just a little confused by how you said across the keys, because I kind of am like, well, don't I also type across the keys? I don't really have a like a camera to point to the keyboard, but I don't know. Let's try this again. I host. I join. Bang. Up, I forgot. It should do that. Oh, they flip. I don't know why they flip. That seems dumb. Uh, also, let me just move myself out the way. The names are flipped. I was like, that doesn't sound right. Wait, but these are correct. Did I accidentally like flip these? Yeah, I flipped them. Okay, I flipped them in the actual editor. I was so confused as to like, what? They look correct. It's still okay. Why did it do a match? Hello? But it's still also doing it twice, which is not good. I slide my fingers, not tap. Oh, wait, that is pretty strange. So like you glide on the keys. You literally like if you can hear my keyboard, you probably hear this a lot then. So like you almost like just emboss the key. You don't actually like you don't lift your finger when you're tapping. You literally just slide across the keyboard. That's interesting. Okay, I also think I messed up the thing here. Did I mess it up? No, it looks correct. I think I just I it accidentally did something weird because I was messing with it. There we go. Now it's correct. Okay. Now I just need to fix the scoring issue. This has to be a pretty easy fix. There has to be an easy way to do this. Oh, or I just fixed it. Because I'm the boss, I'm a genius. I'm actually the goat. For like the keys, but the rest I slide. Interesting. Huh. Why did the wait, that's weird. Why did the match start not show up? And also why did the score not change? That's a bug. That is a bug and a half right there. What is happening there? Excusame, por favor. So it's definitely doing the reset position, so that's nice. The score, however, is not updating, which is very odd. Why is it not updating? Because I don't know. Why is it not updating? You tell me, buckaroo. Oh, that's interesting. So there's definitely like a lot of bugs in the lobby system that we've implemented, but I just can't be asked. So I think I'll just work on this. Also, I need to increase the speed for the next like testing phase. Okay. Let's say if I just like let the client get the scores, right? So if I get the client to get the scores, is it gonna go further than one? It will, and I'm assuming that it's gonna win. Right, C1. Why did it still do that? It's because this is still going, because this is not supposed to be an RPC call. This is supposed to be an RPC. I got it. Okay. That's fair. I was like, what is happening? Alright, the ball. The ball needs to have a way faster speed. Like, let's call it 250. 250 is like a good speed for this. For like an actual ponging game. Right. They're not there yet. Can I just do this? Because for instance, I want to just host, join. There we go. That's an easy fix. Ready. Okay, moves. Host gets one. What happened? Visible notifier, reset position. If player score 2 or player score 2 is more than 2, then match start. Reset position called with 0 arguments, but called... Oh, right. This has 1 for some reason. Makes sense. Okay. What does that mean, actually? I don't know what that... Kasibao. I don't know what that means. Is that like a Russian swear word or something? Like, I don't actually know. Okay, nice. Oh, I forgot. I I set this to 50 when I don't score. All right. Let's say if the other side gets a score and not just 0. Come on, get a score. Nice. Looking good so far. Okay, so now you know what? I'm gonna wait. Let's let the client win. Or the host win in this case. Okay. Eating food right now? Yum yum. Ice cream, so good. Why is it still running the thing? Why does it still have a match? I think it's because it's running it on the other place or something. Why is it still doing... It's still doing this for some reason. Even though it already showed the end screen. So I don't know why it's doing it. I think it's because hmm. Does this work? So like it just completely kills it. You can't do anything after. Let's give this a shot. Else false. Facts. Actual genius on the field. Imagine I just don't do anything and it keeps going forever. I forgot to change the ball speed again. Why am I like this? Here. I completely forgot to change the ball speed. Okay, that's a point. Does it update? It does. That's awesome. Okay. I move out of the way. Set. Go. I move out of the way again. C wins. It still doesn't match. For some reason. I don't know why it does that. Why does it still do that? Why does it still do that? Can you please explain that to me? Because it has a return there. Do you want me a break? What do you want? What do I do to prevent this? Ugh. Like, what do you want me to do, man? I'm thinking like that. Maybe a Boolean will help it. Like somehow. I don't know, man. Else false. Trust. Thanks, man. Appreciate the coding advice. Okay, so it kind of works. So it runs here, but it doesn't run on the other side. That's a good call currently. The reason is why. Why does it not call to the other side? Is the question. I'm assuming it takes a little bit of time before it receives it. Trust me, I'm smart. No, I don't doubt that you're not smart, okay? I'm just saying maybe your genius is too strong. Alright, we gotta tone it down a bit. We gotta dial that in. Lock in. Uh for every piece of code, I'm going to else false. That's just your default reaction, yeah. Like it's supposed to just have it because it ran through everything, right? It ran through. It showed the end screen. It's supposed to show the end screen anyway. So like, why is it not showing the end screen? Because it clearly resetted the text. I'm thinking it did this. Maybe doing if statements on something that happens instantaneously is a bad idea. Yeah. Maybe that's a bad idea. We need to probably just run it like here. So like 1. Something like this. Maybe equals press. True, true. Facts. if one, or yeah, sure, this wouldn't be it. This would be this. If one, so speed 250. I think the speed changes are going to be outside the win condition. If it is the win condition, then it should just do this. Yeah. 1v1 me in eating metal? I already do it. I eat cereal. Else, match start. Let's do... But now we 1v1. Competitive cereal eating. That, not gonna lie, that kind of goes hard. Like, I feel like competitive eating is one of those fields where I probably will only watch, like, certain categories. Because sometimes, like, when you watch competitive eating, it can be pretty gross. Like, just... And I'm not judging, I'm just like, it's my preference. I just don't like watching some foods eaten. Like, it is what it is. Anything with a bone, no thank you. Pasta, I like if people just scarf down pasta, that's pretty fun to watch. Burgers is also fun to watch. Cereal may be nice to watch. I don't know what techniques you would use, but visually it might be a mess because of the milk. Because what type of psychopath would not eat cereal without milk? Like, the only reason why you wouldn't have that is A, if you didn't have the means to do so, which in that case, that's fine. Or you just like the texture of dry cereal. At that point, just buy, like, a granola bar. Like, don't buy cereal. Why are you buying cereal, then? Match start. Okay, I think this is a lot better because it makes sure that there's a solid condition before you actually run this so that there's no confusion. It will always be a certain result. And I think that's good. So if I do this, if I do that, let's say, ooh, wait a second. Why does the position not change back to flat? It's supposed to go back to flat. Also, didn't the host win? Wait, I'm so confused as to how this is working. Let me fix the ball reset. Reset position. There we go. So now it's an RPC call. This is H. Let's actually see if it would work. You've got to be kidding me. That didn't... that didn't lose? How? There we go. Now it's straight. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can... If I lose even once to this, I will be so sad. Whoops. Not gonna let you win this time. There we go. Okay, so it is correct. Okay, I thought I was going crazy, and I was like, wait, that's not right. I think we're good. Let's actually remove this. I think I'll have that when I press rematch instead of resetting the scores immediately. Rematch pressed. Player 1 score. Oh, this needs to be an RPC call, I just realized. There we go. What do you mean? Why are you booing me? I'm right. I love that meme. Player score 1. Oh, because it's match player score 1. Fair enough. There you go. Whoops. Not letting you win again. Whoops. You're dead. You're toast. Oh no, I'm not gonna make it. Whoops, I did. Idiot. Oh no, whoops. I won. I'm the GOAT. Rematch. See if it works like normal. Whoops. Oh, he actually was able to return that. That's crazy. Okay. You know what? Let's see the client get some action. Alright. What if the client now fights back? Bang. Dude, that ball is jittering. That ball is shaking. Bang. Blind wins. No. You gotta be kidding me. Client wins. Let's go. All right. Well, I'm I'm speechless. I actually did it. I made a multiplayer ping-ponging game. Let's go. I finally did it. Let me open it up on another thing. Let's go, dudes. I finally did it. Yippee, let me play. I really want to let you play. I have how would I do this? Like now I want to do the chat room project and I actually want you to join and potentially use it. So this is actually done now. Like legitimately. The game is fully functional. It's done. The only thing that I want to now do is do a disconnection state where if a peer disconnects, you go back to the server screen. So we'll just do that then. Oh, I haven't actually connected it yet. Oh. Where's the host? Host. There it is. Can I play? Well, no. Unfortunate. I cannot, I haven't had a way to port it yet to actually get it to run. Ideally, I should be able to somehow. I'm trying to think, how would I actually do it? Let me look at the thing here. Where is it? The Fine Point CG tutorial. So there's this guy. This guy basically taught me most of what I know about multiplayer. Very useful stuff. And I want to see what IP he used for the DigitalOcean thing. Is this the DigitalOcean? Okay, it's just like $200 of credit. Sign up, get $200, 60-day credit to try our products. I mean, if it's free, I mean, we could actually just play. You know what? Hang on, chat. I'll have you guys here. You know what? First, before I actually do that, I want to see if I can use the server that he has, because apparently he has his own server that we can use for testing. Where is it? This one. So this is the server, 204.48.28.159. Apparently, if you're a developer and you want to just use it, he will allow you to use it. So I was like, okay, cool. We'll see how this works. So theoretically, the way that this is gonna work is that I just need to enter that IP and use a port. Theoretically, right? Let's see if it actually works. If I do, for instance, hang on, where is it? Where is it? There, address. I put in 204.48. This is why I'm thinking, can I use like ngrok, which is what I used for Minecraft servers? I don't think it would work, but hey, it could. Let's see if that works. Because that would be crazy. If that works, then that means we can use it. Which means I can export this, you guys can play it. That would be awesome. If this works, that would be nuts. Ooh, unlucky. Unlucky. Signal connected to server to given callable. Wait, it's already connected? Wait. Huh? On join connected to server is already connected to a given callable. Wait, what? I'm so confused. Alright, hang on, let's see. Assuming like join doesn't work, so I need to host. I'm hosting. I host potentially on the server that they're talking about, and then I. Ooh, okay. I think I know what's happening. It's hosting on my IP. What it should be doing is making a host on this IP, and then we can join. That's what it's supposed to be doing. Oh, so I didn't code this correctly, because the way this is coded right now is that it will host and join. I need one thing to host automatically, and then another thing to just join. That's what I need currently. Interesting. How would I do that? Wait. How would I do that? Because I'm trying to. Yeah, I think I actually need to have it on a server, which sucks. Ah, man. To actually get it to run, that blows. I'm thinking like, because if I export this, if I let it run on its own, let's actually do that. I'll export this to Linux. Uh, embed. Features. Yeah, it should be fine. No. So if I export this right now, I actually should set this back to localhost. It will allow me to run a server for the game while playing it. And then in the engine, I can run an instance. So first of all, I'll export project. Let's go. Yeah, let's go off. It's fine. No export with debug, just Pong game multiplayer. Save. Okay. Now that I have that, I will now go to GitHub, run the game. Now I have a standalone game, right? I have a standalone game. And then if I run like one instance here, actually we'll just disable running multiple instances. So this is now just a game, right? This is now a game in my computer. If I host here and I join, look at that. It works. Just as intended. Now the problem is, how do I get this to work through the net? That is the issue that I'm currently dealing with. Okay, I'm gonna try something kind of crazy. Can I play now? Not yet. I'm gonna try and install ngrok. Because I feel like I remembered that you can do this with ngrok. But I don't know if I'm right. Okay, let's sign up first. I think I need to... sign in. We'll see if I can actually... If I can get this working through ngrok, I will feel so smart, actually. Like, genuinely. I will feel so freaking smart. It's crazy. Use an authenticator? Okay. I'll do it. The hell? Okay, it just didn't work. Unrecognized. Maybe just add manual entry. Ngrok. There we go. And download. Finished. Oh my gosh, how many things I need to do on this? What are you interested in using Ngrok for? Sharing local apps. I'm a game developer, student, sure, hobbyist. Are you using Ngrok for development? Continue. Okay, there we go. So now I'll just install this on Linux, I guess. Snap. Okay, I guess I'll have it on Snap because I cannot be asked to do it through actual command line. Wait, I don't have Snap? What? Yes. I thought I already had Snap. That's like one of the more important things. Oh, sudo. Okay, it's downloading Snap. Yeah, we're gonna download Ngrok and see if I can get Ngrok working. Because if I can get Ngrok working, that would be crazy. Because that means I can literally just give you guys the game and then you guys can play it on my computer, which is basically the multiplayer that I'm looking for. If it works. That's the thing. If it works. If it doesn't work, then, well, unlucky. But I hope it works. Okay. Run the following command. Okay. What do you mean it's not there? Bro, did I install Snap for nothing? What did I do? Ngrok. What? Am I crazy? I installed Ngrok and then it's not working. Are you joking me? What the what? I'm sorry. Did I just get absolutely scammed? What is Okay, there we go. Ngrok's actually working. I thought I just got completely scammed and I installed something that was just not working. What is this? Authentication failed. Okay. I need to do the authentication. Alright, there you go. Authentication. Then do that. Okay. Alright. I have a server. Ideally. Okay. What is this port? What? Web interface. Like that's the IP. But I don't know if that's the is the IP address and port of an ngrok server? All connections to this ngrok servers are made on port 443. The specific address used by ngrok for connection is not something you can determine or configure and may change without notice? What? Oh, so I can't do that. Darn it. When you said connection, it lagged. Well, yeah, because I'm assuming a server just went up, so that makes sense. But man, okay, so this is not gonna work. I thought this was gonna work because I thought I can use this, right? I can use this thing and then like use the port somehow, but shucks. Oh, all right, there we go. Hmm. Can you use ngrok for multiplayer? Godot. Ngrok TCP. Oh, hang on. Ngrok, wait, hold. Ngrok TCP, and then the port. Failed to start a tunnel, add a credit or debit card before using TCP endpoints for a free account. We require a valid card as a way to combat abuse and keep the internet a safe place. This card will not be charged. Come on. Alright, I trust ngrok, but like, really? I don't want to do that. Fine. I actually forgot. Hang on. Actually, I have a better idea. Instead of doing that, I'm gonna use this. Where is it? Or do I still have it? Ah, I don't have it on here. Alright, whatever. Alright, where is it? Uh, fine. Jeez, so aggressive. What? Ah. Man. Let's go. Okay, 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 okay. Okay. So I have verified it. Now is it gonna work? Oh my goodness. It might actually just work. Guys, I have an IP. Guys, I have an IP. Oh my goodness. Oh, I accidentally closed the server. Okay. Please don't kick me out. Okay. I just want to copy the IP. Okay. Guys, I think we might actually do it. I have a port. I have this. Okay. 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 Let's close this game. Let's run 2 instances. Just to check. Okay. Wait. Oh, I have 2 instances. There we go. I host. I join. Come on. Darn. Okay, hang on. If I export this, let's see. We're currently finding out if it's gonna work. I've overwritten it. I launch it. It's right here. Let's do no instances. I'll be hosting. And then I run here. I join. No. What do you mean? It was supposed to work. It was supposed to just work. The dream. No. Why does it not connect back through there? Because isn't it supposed to be listening for a for a local host 7,000 IP? Oh, is it because I'm doing this? Oh, wait. I think that's why. Hang on a second. I think I messed this one up. This needs to be the host. So if I export this, host. That's the host. Okay. This is the client. The one that has this IP. Okay. Okay, I misunderstood how this works. Okay, like that. If I export this, this will be client, which I'll be sending to you guys, right? This is the idea. I'll send the client to you. I'll have the host here. Then, close this. If I have... Okay, now this is the moment of truth. If I open host, and I host, client, I launch, I join. No. No. I thought that was actually it. Really? No. That would have been it, man. Are you serious? I thought that was it for real. Come on. Darn. One, two, four. Yeah, like, isn't this supposed to just be the client? And then the server, let's just ensure that it's not even gonna have that problem. Really? Okay. Let's delete all of these. Try another time. Let's do an export. There we go. Now I have this host. That means I'm running localhost. I run another instance. I join. Practicing Mace PvP in Minecraft. Why is it not joining? It's not doing any of the calls. Why? It has the server. That's the server name. It has the port. What am I missing? I don't understand. Man. I think it's just not happening. Which is unfortunate. I really, really believed that it was gonna work. We're so close. But so far. Like, did I get the spelling wrong? No, that's the correct spelling. Man. That blows. Because if this worked, right? If this worked, then that would have actually... Wait, what? ngrok is a read-only file system. Oh, okay. That would have been amazing if it just worked. But, that's unlucky. Also, it says here that it's a random string. It's not actually a random string. It's like it's just a TCP/AP like thing. So it doesn't really look like it's anything different. Let's try one more time. Let's try one more time. Okay, let's give it a shot again. Okay. Here we go. Let's see if the latency pops up. Latency. Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. Don't really know what the random string is about. Because, like, theoretically, it also shouldn't even matter that I have multiple instances on the engine, because it should just do it. It's like, if I host here and if I join here, it should just do it, but could not create enet host. Supplied multiplayer peer must be connecting or connected. Connecting or connected? Wait. Huh? Wait, this actually brings a completely new thing. So does it mean that, like, I can't use 7,000? Then how am I supposed to run it through? What? Let me play it for it to be multiplayer. I'm trying here, okay? I'm trying. Run ngrok. Godot server is listening on. Like, what does it, what does it mean by this? Supplied multiplayer, like, couldn't create an enet host. Might be using the same port you're trying to bind to. Okay. And then what? Like, do I broadcast the, like, a different port so that this one will listen to it? Because I think I heard something like that from what do you call it? Okay, let's actually also completely duplicate this actual network. Let's put that on another folder so that we don't mess this up. Let's also rename this to world 3, layer 3. Layer 3. As for world 2, we should just keep everything to how it was working. Just in case anything actually breaks my game. So now, I just close all these. I go to world 3. Unless if I somehow didn't rename it. Layer 3. There we go. Okay, so this one has the IP. So I'm thinking that's how I'm supposed to do it. You're supposed to send you're supposed to send a signal, or you're supposed to forward your server to another port. That port will be listened by ngrok, and then you can now connect through ngrok through that. So let me actually close this first. Then I will look up the video that I saw about like the local multiplayer thing. Because I did see it. I did watch that video. I didn't understand much of it, but it definitely taught me how this is supposed to work. This one, LAN multiplayer server browser. So how am I supposed to, broadcast data? There it is. Okay. Set up broadcast. Set broadcast enabled true. Packet peer UDP. Packet peer UDP. Can be used to send and receive raw UDP packets as well as variants. Peer bind to this. What's set destination address? Set destination address and port for sending packets and variables. Send destination address and port for sending packets and variables. So like where I want it to end up? Okay. So like,
And we actually have some choices here. So you can actually come in here and really mess around with some of this data. So if we type 2, that's going to create this little bit right here. And server cast, like so. This is where any information on your server might var space a room info dot name your account. And I do is and I know here UD we talked about how UD of what makes Godot networking actually operate. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, but why not just do an RPC call, right, with my information? Well, when you're doing a server broadcast and you're broadcasting that information out, we don't have that connection between us and the server. We can't just stand up a server on this system here, because if we have the server up and then users are connecting to us, getting our server information and then disconnecting, that's a bunch of additional logic that we're going to have to do. Whereas here, we can literally just broadcast our UDP packet and say, hey, we're a server, we exist, here's our information. And that will allow us to not have to do that connection and disconnection. We can just listen for that information. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a little bit. So what we'll do is we'll actually create one. So we'll say broad EP.new, like that.
Okay.
We'll say broadcaster dot set broadcast enabled, and we're going to make that true. What that's going to do is that's going to set our broadcasting to be enabled. So it's going to send the data to everyone in our IP range. And now we have to set a destination address. So we'll say broadcaster dot set destination address, and we're going to make this into some kind of IP. Now, you can make this into whatever IP address you want. The best method for this is to come in here, type command to bring up command prompt, and type IP config, and you'll see that I am a 192.168.123. So that means I'm in the 192.168.1 range. Now, in your case, you might be in something like, 10.0.0.32 or something like that. So it's a good idea just to check to make sure. So I'm going to type 192.168.1.255. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Okay, hold on a minute, Mitch. You just typed 255,
Okay.
but you said that your IP address reserved the binge. It'll perform in
I remember that part.
Now, you'll know that our port that we, but if we have to R port like that. And I'm going to default this actually, now that I'm thinking about it, to whatever port you want to use, but in my case, 8911 is totally fine, and it should just work. And now what we need to do is we need to actually bind our broadcaster to a port. Now, I know what you're saying, hold on, but we have listen port, but we don't have a broadcast port, okay? And what I mean by that is ports work kind of like doors. You can't send data out of a port and listen on that port at the same time.
Okay.
You can, but it's really complicated to do so. So it's just a good idea to just duplicate this guy and have a broadcast port as well. And I'm going to make that 8912.
Okay. So in this case, I only needed to broadcast to port 7000. From what I'm hearing, I need to send my server data to, I guess like localhost 7000, because the other guy will just be listening for that. I think.
And then we have to bind to that port. It's an error. So I'm going to say var OK is equal to, should put cast, else we know.
Okay.
How does all this actually work? So, and then I will draw out a number to make this gray, like so, and the listen port, okay? And since this is a client, it is not going to use this port here at all, because this is a client. So this client is not useful. But the broadcast port is going to shoot out and hit our client's listening port. And that's how it's going to get the information. So there's going to be information here like, server info, basically.
Okay. I think I got what this is. So I just need to do broadcast packet peer, broadcast enabled, destination address, which is localhost, and then the port, which is 7,000. And then bind.
Stop. I'm gonna
Yeah, and then bind the port. Think that's it. Okay, let's see if this works. Instead of a peer, I do a packet peer udp dot new cannot be signed to an enet multiplayer peer. I'm just gonna remove that, and then here set broadcasting enabled to true. Had to go for a sec. No worries. I'm still struggling here. It's fine. Set destination address. I think I might have a solution. Potentially. Set destination address to 7,000. And then here bind to 7,000. And then what was it? I think it's just bind. Yeah. So I after that I bind my broadcasting to that. Then my ngrok is gonna listen for that, make a server that the client can now listen back to. Okay. So I'm assuming I don't actually want the server.
What the actual broadcast port is, or you could just type broadcaster. That's going to end sequentially, okay? And basically, you create this queue. So think of it like a list of data. So you say, so I'm going to type var data is equal to bytes dot get string from ASCII. And that's if we have it bound to the port and our broadcast starts, then we're going to be broadcasting on a non-bound port and it's just going to break. So that's why we need to go ahead and do that. Now, hopefully this should work. We do need to actually run our setup broadcast and probably our setup function.
Bro still got the keys there.
We just have to run our setup
well, I do need some stimulation.
Let's do that real quick. So we'll go into our control node here, which is our multiplayer controller. And like I said, that's from the previous tutorial. You can just grab your multiplayer controller and just use it from there. We'll just hit $.
Peer.getHost. Create server. Oh, so you still do need the... You still do need that.
Server browser dot, and I believe the function was setup broadcast. So we'll pass that in, setup broadcast. And we'll pass in line edit dot text.
Huh.
To our, you can see so let's head down to where it says fail to bind to listen port, and let's see what it's doing. So first things first, we create a new UDP.
Man, this is like... Ugh. My brain is hurting, dude. I feel like I should just move on to the chatting project, but I'm so invested of getting this to work that I'm just like, it's gotta work. I also think I should probably dumb it down, you know? I should dumb it down and make a different project for this instead of trying to bash my head into this. So I think I'm forfeiting on this one. And then we're going to try and get the ngrok TCP system to work. So we're going to be making a new one. Gonna go to here, and then we'll have ngrok server multiplayer server. All right, let's see if this can work. Because if I can get this working, that would be so sick. Unfortunately, I don't think I don't think that would be possible. You know, I also haven't checked. Let me go back. Let me actually go. Let me go back a bit. I haven't actually tested it that if I was running the game on port 7000 and then run ngrok on top, what would happen? Would ngrok just quit immediately? I think it would. It would just say that like, oh, the port's unavailable, you can't use that port. And it's like, ah, shucks. So that means I need to do the setup that Finepoint did, where I need to listen for the port. Because like I thought that's what ngrok was doing. I thought ngrok was listening for a port and then checking where what the port is doing. Yeah, 7000. And then I do these after. Let's see. Let's see. Did I delete the... Yeah, I did delete it. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I'll export a runnable host pong. And then I'll run it. So host pong will have localhost 7000 binded. I go here, and then I run TCP 7000. It seems to work. Which, I mean... Okay. So it's still here. And now, I disable this. And then I join. Connected is already connected. Hmm. Yeah, but it's not printing that it's actually connecting though. The peer doesn't seem to be connecting. Fun fact, you can code to put your code to your game that needs coding. That's true. That is very true. You do need to put the code in the code by coding. Well, darn. It's not connecting to the server. It's not receiving a peer. So I'm kinda stumped. Make ngrok listen to a port. Okay. Endpoints are to deliver any network with a TCP-based protocol for remote access like SSH, databases like MySQL, gaming servers like Minecraft. Is TCP different from UDP? Transmissions Control Protocol, User Datagram Protocol. Huh. No! It doesn't even have that. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, this might be better. Okay. So first of all, let me go to ngrok. Okay, so apparently after looking this up for a little bit, it turns out that ngrok is let me just delete this. Sudo there we go. Remove that. Uh now it's on Ubuntu, only on Ubuntu. kind of annoying. Oh, that's the... Nope. There we go. And let's see. A UDP tunnel. Let's see if I can DNF search. Does it show up? And great, I'm updating. That's awesome. No matches found. Hmm. I mean, can I just run Debian stuff? I don't think I can. I think you literally can't. If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's like a different binary or something. It doesn't allow me to do it. Hi, son. Wrong tab. CHmod plus X pinging. Okay. And then okay. Okay. Let me see if this works. And then okay, there we go. Okay, how do I do this? Open your terminal, run the following command. Establish a secure UDP tunnel from to your local machine. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I cannot. Okay. Okay, I'm assuming it's gonna show up here, right? Yeah. There it is. Okay. So right now I'm running the game, right? I go here. And then I set these guys to this. And then I run it again. Oh my gosh. No freaking way. No way. Wait. It works. It works! It works! No way. No way! It works! Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, wait, I have to export this. Wait, Bal, what platform do you use? You use Windows, right? You use Windows? You use Windows, right? No way. No way it worked. You use Windows? Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. I can't believe it, I actually got it working. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't know. Okay, this should just work. Because I did test this before. Sure, install. Ball Mason, do you use Windows? I think you use Windows, right? I that's highly doubt that you use like Mac or Linux as well. If you do, then that was crazy. That would be great. Yes, I use Windows. Okay. Okay, right now, Wine is installing. I cannot believe that worked. That is so crazy, man. I can't believe it worked. I'm so happy that it worked. Oh my goodness. It actually worked. I'm so happy. Send me it. Okay, I will. Okay. I don't know why the Mono installer is taking this long. Come on, just install the package. Oh my gosh. I don't know when my server is gonna expire. Come on, do it. Do it. Did it export? Did it do it? Yes! I have an export! Send it! Send it over! Where's the Discord? Discord! Send it over! That's a cute dog meme. Send it over! Documents! Client! Ah, size limit! You've gotta be joking! Drive! New! Upload! You've gotta be kidding me, bro. I don't have permission. What are you What? What? Home. Okay. What? Google Drive is actually compromising me. Google Drive's an op for real. Okay. Okay, it's going to Google Drive. It's going to Google Drive. I'm gonna send you the link. I'm sending the Google Drive. I'm sending the exe to Google Drive, and then I'll send you the Google Drive link, and then you just download it. Okay. If this actually works, that would be insane. That would be incredible. Okay. The link is in. I share. Come on. Give me the link. Google Drive, stop being so slow. Why is it so slow? Google Drive. I don't know how long the server is gonna last. Because I think there's like a time limit for like a free account. You have got to be kidding me. Google Drive's actually joking. It canceled my request. Okay. Here. Link! There we go! Play it! Okay. I'm gonna run this again on my machine. I'll host. Okay. So now, if you press join, it should show up on my computer. If you press join right now, it should load up on my screen. Please, 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 please. Please. Oh my gosh, if it ends up working. Okay. All you have to do is press join, and it should show up on your screen. Like the other player should show up on my screen. Oh my gosh, I'm so nervous. I've never been nervous on a freaking game. If this actually ends up working, I will be so happy. Okay, half. The anticipation. It's probably gonna think it's a virus, so maybe turn off your virus detection for now. If you know how to do that. I don't know if you know how to do that, but if you don't know how to do that, then that's rip. But you know how to do that. But if you don't Windows automatically detects if like something's an exe, and it will think that it's like a virus. It is technically a lemon virus, but you know, some viruses are better than others. Okay? Oh man, the anticipation. Ooh! Oh, I cannot wait. I don't know how this is gonna turn out. No! No, it closed! Connection closed. No! Your tunnel will expire. Oh no. I think it's a different. Is it a different one? 1019189. No, it's the same. Oh, never mind. It's a different port. Oh, rip. Oh man. Alright, hang on. Cancel. Ah, that sucks. Dude, that's so annoying. It kicked me out because I was there for too long. No, I was there for too long. All right, upload, replace. Okay, re-download client Pong. Okay, it's gonna update soon. Re-download it. It should have the updated version of the. You know what? I should have added a port option. I'm so sorry. I should have added a port option. I'll make sure to do that in the next update. Gosh, this is like the, what was it? Concord. This is like a Concord disaster. Oh dear. Okay, can you download the version 2? Because it says now there's a version 2 that will have a new port. You know what? While you're downloading that, until I don't see you on my Lemon game, I will try to add a port option here. So that you can change the port when you're joining. Which makes sense, because like in Minecraft, right? You can change your port. You know what? Let's even do let's just support. That's fine. The IP doesn't actually change. Port. Okay, have you re-downloaded it? Ball Mason? Let me check. Yep, the server's still running. Come on, we only have an hour. We only have an hour to get this running. Let's do this. I can't join? Did you re-download it? Is it the new version? I can only host, yeah, but like yes, re-download it. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, hang on. Send me the new one. It should be the okay, wait, maybe I should have renamed it. Sorry. That was my bad. I should have renamed it. Okay. I shouldn't have had it the same name. That would have been very confusing. Okay. Okay, here, client pong 2. Anyone with a link? Copy. Okay, there we go. That should verify to me that if it is actually not working, then it is actually not working. With ports line. Okay, downloading. Okay, let's see. What did I just do? Okay, I think I accidentally broke that. Export. Export. Export project. Client 40 port line. Save. Overwrite. Okay, I think I messed up on the export. Well, let's hold it. Let's hold it because I don't know if it's even gonna work. It should work, but if that doesn't work, I'll send you this version, and then we'll reset the server because maybe I need to just activate the server, and then I'll send you the port, and then you put the port number in there. Oh wait, I just realized this needs to be an int. Wait. This is actually not gonna work. Wait. Ain't working? Oh no! Oh no, man. Oh, we're cooked. Okay, hang on. Actually, I'm gonna shut down the server. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna shut down the server for now. I'm gonna export the project to port line. Overwrite. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. I'll send you another version. This is like ridiculous at this point. This is like 4 versions we've gone through. All because we got it working one time. Okay. I'll have this. What is happening? Why am I like okay. Right, there we go. Okay. So this version that we will have, they'll have a port, like in Minecraft. They'll have a port line. I'll send you the port once you finish downloading it. So that way we're not going to be wasting the server time, right? We will actually just only use the server when we verified that it actually is there. Also, I'm so sorry. It's 100 megabytes big. I just also realized how big this is. It's 100 megabytes per download. Okay. Okay. Okay, now tell me if you've this is gonna take like 3,000 years. Tell me if you've downloaded it. Because now we will just wait, right? Because now we don't need to rush. Now I should have thought about this from the beginning. You know, I now realize why Minecraft has like a host and a port before you enter a server. That makes sense. That makes sense, right? Maybe that's why they have it at the very beginning before you actually join the server. Because if you have to re-enter it every time, maybe that's not a good design. Kind of want to test this actually before I do anything. If I do like, uh-oh. Okay, have you download? Okay, you've downloaded it. Okay, wait. I also just realized that the because it's doing the server. It's not connecting to localhost. I see. Okay. I was like, why is this not working? I got scared for a bit. Okay. Here's the port. I'm activating the server now. Okay. Server is currently activating. 49926. 49926. 49926. There we go. Let's see if it works. Four 9926. Yeah, you put it in the port field, and then you just press join. It should just work. If it doesn't, then we might have done a big oopsie. It ain't working? No. Okay, wait. Okay. You have the oh wait. Ah, shucks. I should have put that in the here. Actually, wait. No. Is that gonna work? I'm trying to think, is that actually gonna work if I... Hang on. Wait. Can you do... Okay, close that. Can you do host? Can you do host real quick? So, close the game, run it, and now press host. I'm actually curious. Wait. Theoretically, I could join on your host, right? I could theoretically do that. Oh, I have it. Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay, you did it? Okay. If I run this... No, like, now I'm going to be the one entering the code. So now my code would be 49926. Ooh, yikes. Could not connect to the multiplayer server. Well, we gave it a shot. We gave it a shot. That's so heartbreaking. The thing is, I also don't know how it went wrong. Because theoretically, everything is matching up. Everything should be working. Yeah, that's the right link. That's the right address. Okay, let me try something here. If I put localhost instead of that, I ran the host pong. And then I have like port 7000. Yeah. So it should just work. The problem is I mean, it's clearly not working. 49926. Hmm. Maybe it's the same one. Like, I'm trying to like figure out if like maybe if I okay. This is like desperate measures. I'm going to add one more thing and see if it's gonna work. I'm gonna add a server port. I don't think it's gonna do anything. If it doesn't do anything, I'm sorry, but I think it's Jover. If this doesn't work, then it is what it is. We tried everything, but it just doesn't work, and it is what it is. We'll see. It's so Jover. All right. There we go. So now I can actually go back here. I'll close this for now. And then I'll go back to my dashboard, copy this, and then remove that. So now we have, I think this is just my permanent, yeah, this is my permanent URL. And then I have this local running. So it shouldn't work if I don't have anything here, but if I put 7,000 localhost and I join, it's gonna work. So now I'm going to export this one more time. This is it. We will let me export this as the final Pong. Okay? The final Pong. If this doesn't work, I'm sorry. There's nothing we can do. Alright? Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do. If this doesn't work, then it is what it is. We're Jover. If this does work, it would be the most amazing conclusion of this project. But hey, a miracle and a dream. One more try. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, at least we got it working once. If I got it working once, then hey, I'm happy with that. The fact that I was able to run it through the server was already a miracle. So I'm very happy with that. Very happy with that. So I'm sharing it with you right now, the final Pong version. What the heck are these memes? Okay. There you go. Tell me once you've downloaded it. After that, we'll run the server one more time. And if it doesn't work, it's actually Jover. Because now I'm going to send you not only the port, but the server itself. Ideally, you don't need to put anything on the server. You just need to put the port, right? You just need to put the port in, and then it should just work. If it doesn't work, I'll give you the server, like the server IP address. And if that still doesn't work, we're doomed. Because that means there is nothing I can do. There must be some sort of like country firewall where like you can't send requests from different countries. So like maybe like, oh, I'm in the Philippines, you're in Australia. Maybe they have like a limit where like, oh, you can't actually send requests from the Philippines or something. I don't know, right? This is the first time I've tried their service. Maybe they have limitations like that. So we'll give it one last try. One last try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. It is what it is. Okay, done. Alright. I'm running the server once more. I am booting my host Pong. I'm launching it. I'm hosting. And finally, the port. Okay. All you have to do is put it in the port. That's it. You don't actually even need to put it on the address. You don't have to put anything on the address. So you just put it in port and then join. If that doesn't work, I'll send you the full address. Put it on address. Oh man. Okay, we have one more try. One more try. You put this in address. If that doesn't work, we're actually screwed. Because that means it's actually done. There's no way to save it. No way. Put your name in. Verify that's you. Put your name in. Is that you? Is that you? Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It worked. It worked. Oh, you're just gonna be black? Okay, okay, there you go, blue. You've gotta be kidding me. Let's go! It works! The game works! I'm so happy that it works. Oh, you're gonna lose though. Actually, for real? You're actually gonna lose. That's the thing. Like, actually. Easy. To be fair, there's probably a lot of delay. There's like a lot of lag. There's probably like 10, like I need to look at the server data. There's probably like there's like a full second delay when I like make a move or something. It's probably like really bad. Oh man. Okay. I'm so happy that it worked. Dude, that's amazing. Okay, okay. Oh my gosh, he's actually gonna score. No! I got beat! No! I actually just got owned. Okay, well, okay, that sucks. That actually sucks because I have home field advantage. Wait. Did we just break the game? Wait, what? Oh no. Wait, no, 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 no. No, please. Please don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me. Do not beat me at my own game. That would be insane if you beat me at my own game. That would actually be the most embarrassing thing on the earth. Please. No. Okay, I almost lagged. I thought I lagged. No. Oh my gosh. He's gaming! Oh my gosh, did you actually almost won? That's insane. That's insane. You almost won too. I actually almost got owned. But it works! It works! I'm so happy that it works. I can't believe it. There was lag? Oh my goodness. There must be. There must be a lot of lag. Let me check the server. Let me check this. How much latency are you getting? Oh, I can't. Come on. There's gotta be like a data where I can. Oh my gosh, you are actually. You sneaky bastard. You rematched while I was checking the interface. You're trying to cheat. I was literally on the dashboard trying to look for the latency, and you rematched. I should have added like a ready function so that you can't set a rematch when both players are not ready. I should have done that. Oh, that's so sneaky. Okay. It works though. It works. That's amazing. So I can actually, for instance, I can send this to my sister and it will work. And since my sister obviously lives in the same country, it will be like way less lag. What? What? Wait, who won that round? Who won? Who won that round? I don't understand. Dude, you're... Bro, it's teleporting. Are you actually kidding me? That's insane. That's insane that that happened. Look at that! Lemon Pong online before GTA 6, ladies and gentlemen. Bang. Bang. Oh. Oh! Okay. Oh my goodness, I almost actually tripped up. Okay. Let's actually close. Let's close the game. Okay. How? Okay. Let's close the game. I want to test something. What if you... Okay, I want you to put these. So these are the details I want you to post. Or to put on the thing. Actually, yeah. No, I want you to put host. I want you to press host. Let's see if it works the other way around. So that it went through me. Dang. The lag. We'll see. We'll see. If it works, then that'll be amazing. Otherwise, I mean, I guess it just doesn't work if I'm on the client side. Because I want to know how bad the lag is. Okay. Let me know if it's hosting. And then I'll join through the server. Because I don't think it will work like that. I think it will... Okay, done. Okay. I don't think it will work like that. But we'll see if it works. Okay. If I put the port 44677. No. Okay, if I put the actual server. If I go to Discord. Grab this. I join. Aw, come on. No. Okay. Yeah. I think it's not allowing me to do that. So I'm the only one who can host the server. The only way that you can host, if you're willing to do it, Ball Mason, this website, hang on. So this website allows you to run it. Oh wait, no. Oh, you need to do like you know what? Never mind. I was about to say like, oh, maybe you could do it, but like, it's kind of annoying to do. Yeah, you need to like install stuff, and yeah, it's just annoying. So I'm not gonna make you go through it. But the fact that it worked, this means spam press join, it will work. Really? Okay, well, I'll give it a shot. Spam press join 44677. Okay. Okay. With the server, of course. Because like the thing has it already automatically, so I was wondering if like, oh, maybe it'll just work on the fly. Okay. Yeah, nah, bro. I don't think it's working. Oh well. Well, we tried and we got it to work. All right. Yeah, I don't think it's working. Yeah, because I think this this server, right? This thing needs to run on your computer, which is not ideal. I don't think you would want to install something on your computer just to run a shitty ping pong game. So, I think the fact that I got it to work is the point. That this is a multiplayer game and this, this actually works. I do? Well, I mean, it wasn't like that hard to do. So if you really want to do it, I believe here it is. You can go to this website, Pingy. You go to dashboard. Hang on. Is there anything that might be... Okay. Dashboard. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Okay, you go to dashboard. You go to UDP tunnel. And then here you can set up 7,000 localhost. After that, I believe you're supposed to install this. Actually, no. Just use this instead. Go to this app, x64-bit, download it. This will allow you to run a UDP tunnel, and then after that, it will give you a server and a port. That way, you send that to me, I will join that way. If you're willing to do all of that, I'm willing to join. At the very end, you should see something like this. Or, I don't know actually on the web app. I don't know if the web app has like another thing. But all you need to do is make a UDP tunnel, not an HTTP tunnel, a UDP tunnel. Put localhost 7,000, because that's the port we're using for the game. And then run the UDP tunnel. I ain't doing all that. Yeah, exactly. So it's like annoying, because like there's so many steps, and you have to download stuff. I already struggled with ngrok, right? So, but the fact that we got it working, I'm so happy. Because now I can actually, for instance, if I send this game to my sister, we'll be able to play ping pong. So, that's awesome. I'm glad. Also, thank you so much, Ball Mason, for bearing through this entire ordeal. This entire ordeal was so annoying, tedious for you. You had to download 500 megabytes of worthless EXEs now. Like, I thank you very much for actually putting through this ridiculous journey, right? I hope that it was as enjoyable, even though like it was probably really laggy at the end. And who knows, maybe if I make another multiplayer game, it's probably going to be more fun. And actually on a proper server that like doesn't lag like crazy. So, I think I'm spent. It's already around an hour before I feed the dog. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end it here. I'm going to work on the chat app. Maybe tomorrow. But I would love to have the chat room working with this, right? If I get this working with the chat room, that would be pretty sick. Yeah. All right. I think it's a perfect time to end it. Thank you so much, and I'll see you potentially tomorrow. Bye. Thank you.